Girl, let me go ahead and tell you about this story from a couple weeks ago when I was staying at the hotel. And some crazy stuff happened in my 24-hour experience, okay? So, at the hotel, just enjoying my little bit of me time. It was the first time being able to get away and have just have some time to myself, okay? I had already spent one night at the hotel. Cool. Everything was smooth. I had a good night. I got to watch a movie in silence and it was just peaceful. Okay. So what happened after that? The next day, I'm there, I'm enjoying the time by myself. Everything's just nice and quiet. And I'm over there journaling. Okay. I'm journaling. I'm enjoying. Oh my gosh. I should have done my eyebrows first. But anyways, I was enjoying just the peace and quiet in my journal. Okay. So I'm sitting there and then next thing I look up. And what happened when I look up? I see a plain belly facing the window of the hotel room that I'm in. Girl, I jumped. I'm like, oh my God, what? There's a plane? Like almost by the window? What is going on? I'm freaking out in my head. But okay, they're turning. So they went and landed. And I was just like, oh, okay. That was strange. Well, I guess they're done. Like, what did they even do? So that happened. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I go back to journaling and they are sitting there revving up. Like they went around and then they flew right back up towards the window. Oh my gosh. Do you know what I did? I jumped up with my little journal and I grabbed my phone and I ran out of the hotel room. And let me paint the scene for you just a little bit more. Okay. I'm in my pajamas. I have on shorts. Like I said, I was relaxing. I was enjoying time by myself without the kids, without the husband. And I'm just enjoying my time. So I'm in my pajamas, pajama shorts. Okay. Pajama shorts. Okay. I have on a tank top. And I'm barefoot and I ran out of the hotel room because the little airplane was coming back towards the hotel. I was freaking out and I'm like, oh my God. No, there was the entrance door to my room and right outside of it was a big old window. So as I'm running out of the hotel room, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny in the moment, okay? As I was running outside of the hotel room, I'm looking back out the window and I'm like, oh my God, it's an airplane. And I'm running, I'm like, oh my God. And I run to the other end of the hallway. And then I'm like, oh my God. I'm panicking a little bit. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Why is there an airplane coming towards the window? And is this some type of game? Are they playing a trick? What is going on? And I'm panicking. So all I have, like I said, is my phone, my journal. I'm barefoot, got on some pajamas. And so they kept doing it. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's normal. Maybe it's normal. I don't know. I've never seen an airplane coming towards the hotel room in my life, so I'm panicking. And so I'm like, well, maybe it's normal though, because they keep doing it and they haven't done anything else. So I'm like, okay. So I ended up calling the concierge downstairs. Is that the word? Because I'm just using a fancy word, concierge. I called the person downstairs and I was like, okay, first of all, I forgot to mention that somebody got me this hotel. Okay, so the hotel room is not even in my name. And so I'm like, okay. So I called downstairs and they were questioning me. They were like, okay, well, whose name is the room under? And so I told them the person's name. They were like, what's the phone numbers under? So I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, well, thankfully I have the number stored on my phone. So I went and I said it. And what email did they book the room under? So I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't feel like contacting the person. So I'm like, oh. So I'm like, I just threw something out there. I was like, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, okay, we'll be up there shortly. I was like, thank the Lord. Thankfully, he just came upstairs and let me in. He was like, okay, we're going to need your ID, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, everything's in the room. Like, you have to let me in first and stuff. And so he came upstairs. He came and he let me back in the room. And you know what I did? I told the man what was going on. I was like, there's an airplane over there that keeps flying by the window. And I'm like, I don't know why they're doing that. And that is why I left the room. That's why I ran. And he was like, oh, you mean the crop duster? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what it's called. What? I kind of felt slow then. I'm like, I don't really know what it's called. I've never heard of a crop duster, or like, that's just not something that I thought of, you know? Like, I'm just like, there's an airplane and I'm in a hotel room by myself. What the heck? Okay, so he let me in, and then I got in and I showed him my ID, and then everything was fine after that. All right. I had to go do this other eyebrow because I am not a good multitasker, like talking and doing like no. But anyways, outside of that, everything like that part was fine, right? And so I went about my day, and I was just like, well, the airplane, they just kept flying back and forth, and I was just like, oh my god, like that was just so embarrassing. I'm like, bro, I don't have on no clothes. Like, I'm in my pajamas. And I'm just like, this person just saw me. And I'm like, there's cameras right outside the door. So I'm like, girl, this is just chaos. This is just chaos. But then I was like, well, whatever. So I went back to journaling. The plane kept on doing his little work. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you know. So that part was cool. Everything was normal after that. So I went out for a little bit, and I went to go get me some dinner. And so when I got me some Popeyes, I was like, okay, like I had this thought, right? I was like, well, I don't really want to go back to the hotel because I had all my kids. And I was like, I already spent one night out. I'm like, I'm okay if I just like go back home. This is all in my thought process. And so I was like, well, I'll probably just go back home. Like they saw me, I saw them, and I just, want to be home with my babies again and stuff. And so I was like, you know what? I got 2 nights, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stay the second night. Lord have mercy. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and stay the second night. So I went and I got the Popeyes, and everything was good. The food was fire. Okay, I think I'm gonna insert a picture or something and show y'all. Like, the chicken was so good. Everything was good. And so what happened next? I'm watching the movie. The movie was good. It was that movie on Netflix. What is it? Office Romance. That movie was really good. And I was happy because the movie the night before sucked and I hated it. So I turned it off mid-movie and I really just went to sleep. So this second night, the movie was good, and I'm like, okay, I'm eating my chicken, I'm sitting in my pajamas again, just chilling, like, this is a vibe, and I was happy. And then something crazy happened as I was watching my movie. You want to know what happened, girl? The lights started flickering in the hotel. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, like, maybe I'm just tripping and stuff. So I just continued watching the movie, and I turned the lights off. And when I turned the lights off, I'm still hearing some noises now. It's like, it kind of sounded like something was like ruffling or whatever. And I hear the noise, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, what is that sound? But I'm like, I turned the movie off. I'm like, okay. And I'm like trying to look around. I don't know what the heck I'm hearing. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just tripping, whatever. So I turned the movie back on, and then after that, the power went out. The power went out, and I hear some noises outside. It's like not like sirens, but it was like I can't even remember. It may have been a beep. It was like beep beep beep, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? So this looks cute. So as I was sitting there, listening to the sound, and the power just went out, and we're in the hotel, me alone, on the 12th floor, okay? I'm like, okay, I don't really like this. Like, this is creepy. Like, what? I'm in the hotel, and I do not want to be going to this. So I'm like, okay. But it, like, came right back on. So the power came right back on. It went out, came back on. So I'm like, okay, that was weird. So I called the place again, and I'm like, what's going on with the power? And she was like, well, there's nothing that we know right now. We don't have any idea what's going on. I'm like, ma'am, what? Okay, let me make sure I blend that really good. This we don't need it to be sticky, now looking gray. So I'm just like, ma'am, you don't know what's going on? And she's like, no, I don't really know. We don't know anything, but we're trying to figure that out. And I'm like, okay. That doesn't reassure me. I feel creeped out. So I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so it didn't happen for a while. So I was like, you know what? Fine. Like, maybe, I don't know what happened, but you know, maybe it was just a fluke, basically. So I'm like, okay, well, it was just a fluke. It hasn't happened again. And then I was like, well, if anything, I'm talking to myself at this point. I'm like, if anything, I'll just like go home, you know, I could go home. So it happened again. The lights flickered. I mean, the power went out again. And this time it was for a longer period. Look, I was packing up in between hand. I was like, ain't no way this power just went out in the hotel in the first place. So I'm like, I'm packing up, and I'm like, if it happens again, I'm gonna leave. And it happened again, like I said. And I was like, heck no. I wasn't done packing in the in-between time, but when it happened that second time, I said, heck no. I grabbed everything. I'm throwing everything into my like little luggage thing that I brought. I'm throwing everything in there. I'm like, no, we're done. We're leaving. It is 1 in the morning. It is 1 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm gonna go home. Like, this power's going out. This is crazy. I don't know what's happening. The people can't tell me what's happening. I am out of here. Okay, I'm gone. So I left. I packed up everything and I left, girl. I was like, heck no. Heck no. So I'm just sitting there like, yeah, this ain't it. So I called and I was like, yeah, can you guys send up to, like, I didn't say two, but I was like, can you guys send up security, some security so I could like be escorted down? I'm dramatic, okay? That's one thing about me. I know that about me. I'm dramatic. I was like, can you please send somebody up so they can escort me down, because I don't want to get stuck in this elevator by myself in case if the power goes out again. And so they were like, I don't know if they'll do that, but we can see. I'm like, okay, well, please see. Thank you. You know, respectfully, I'm like, please see, like, because this is just crazy to me. Why am I in a hotel on the 12th floor alone? It's 1 o'clock in the morning and you can't tell me why the power's going out? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm going home. So it was like, I don't have to be here. I can go home. So I went home. I just thought that was a crazy experience. Like, what? All of this happened within 24 hours. I thought that was crazy. And not only that, in between the time from the little crop things, planes, whatever, from then to the nighttime when the power went out, I was sitting there and I was even feeling like I was getting sick. And I'm like, am I getting sick because I'm in a hotel? Because I got sick when I went to a hotel before. And like all these thoughts just going through my head, girl. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Okay, so I did my lip liner. But all of that to say, I had quite the experience in my little hotel stay. I had quite the experience. Like, that was wild to me. I'm like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be a relaxing staycation, first time away from the kids by myself, and blah, 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 blah. But this is I was like, I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that again. But I know that's a lie, because I shall do it again. And I know I didn't say while I was doing my makeup, and that was intentional, girl. But The reason is because I'm just practicing. I'm practicing because I'm like, hopefully one day, one day I'll be going to like a little brand thing, getting, like a little brand event or whatever. And, it wouldn't hurt to, you know, touch up on my skills. Because one thing about Crystal, I love makeup. I always love makeup. I always love doing it. And then I just stopped doing it. Do some gold. So I'm gonna do some gold to go with this little shirt that I have on. But yeah, like I always love makeup, and I was like, well, since I love makeup, we could just go ahead and practice a little bit. And because I always just wanted to do like a little makeup video. So I was like, why not tell the story of what happened to me in the hotel room, the crazy little wild story or whatever, while I doing the makeup. But yeah, so I just thought that was a really crazy story. I'm like, am I alone? Like, am I the only one who's ever had like a crazy hotel freaking story? Because what? What? Why was that my experience? Why was that my experience? I got like this mirror, the mirror in front of me, and the little mirror that you guys saw me using. So one thing I love about makeup is not the fact that I don't like how I look. I love how I naturally look. Thank the Lord I could say that. Like I'm a pretty confident person in myself or whatever. It's just the fact that it enhances your beauty. But not only that, it's just a form of expression. Like you can see and you can tell that Crystal's a very expressive person. Mascara girl. And one form of expression is makeup. And so that is what I am doing. Where is my mouse? Alright, so oh my gosh, I'm still not done. I just wanted to do eyeliner. And then I'm sorry, y'all. Eyeliner and then eyeliner and then what is that stuff called? Eyelashes. Because I just want to do the whole shebang because I love the shebang. Shebangs are fun. Shebangs are fun. I love fun. Oh my gosh. I hear a fly. I got one wing. Ah, it's so cute. Let's do the other one. All right. All right, there's the eyeliner. I think that's cute. And then eyelashes. Ah! Now, if you have been here for a couple months, I'm just now getting to the eyelashes. But yeah, there we are. We finally get into it. At least it's finally, right? I haven't done this in forever. Oh my gosh, I have not put on fake lashes in years. Okay, I have one on, but I always have like that little gap between. I don't know if you can say. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't think I did a good job. But it's because I'm in this like setting. Like for me, I have to be in a mirror like up close. Yeah, they probably just a little too long for me because I feel like a bad eyes, One more thing. Blush. Okay, I first tried blush for the first time this year on my birthday. And I fell in love. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I have never put on blush. It's just so pretty. Like, it's just so girly. It makes me feel like a little doll. And I love dollies. Like Barbie, So cute. So there's my little blush. So cute. Oh my gosh. All right, cool. All right, girl. This is 35 minutes. There's makeup in 35 minutes. Okay. It could be shorter, but I was talking. But what we think? Or is it like, just a little. Because what did I tell you guys before? If you've been here for a little bit, a couple months, I want to get into the fashion and beauty a little bit. Give them a little bit of a side eye. But see, this is my favorite side. So yeah, this is the look. And I think it's so pretty. Just a little bit of, enhancement. But yeah, what do you guys think? And what do you guys think about that crazy hotel story? Let me know if you had any crazy hotel stories or any stories in general, because I like a good laugh, but that one was just crazy to me. I was like, why is this happening to me? Why me? Because I just wanted to enjoy myself. But I did still enjoy myself. But yeah, girl, let me know what you think of the story, and let me know what you think about the makeup, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for hanging out with you, girl. Peace out. It's just so pretty.